Good morning, sir. My name is Janapasarki Kaidas, sir. No ID 01DDT 21 F1119 and Kashvin Taran Analaki Bal Naidu 01 DDT 21 F2025. Today we are going to a presentation case study open source server administration. The question is construct different type of service using open source application server that can provide efficient and controlled access to all resources in a campus area network. First, install Linux Debian1. Second, use Qt to window command from application to login using SSH. Install Linux Debian1. First, start the Linux Debian 11. Then select graphic install for BIOS mode. After that, select language English. Then click continue. After that, select location for time zone. Select United States. Then click continue. After that, select keybase to use. Click American English. Then continue. Then configure the network. Please enter the host name for this system. The host name that I select is Prasad. Then continue. After that, set up a simple and easy root password that don't forget. After that, continue. Then set up a username for Debian login user. For my username, I set up Nyana. After that, set the password for new user. Make sure the password is mixture of letters, numbers and punctuation and should be changed at regular intervals. Then configure the clock. Configure the clock Eastern Central Mountain. Choose partition disk. Make sure the partition disk use entire disk and continue. After that, click continue. Then click all files on one partition and continue. Then click finish partition and change to disk. Then continue. After that, for the right to change the disk, we will select yes and continue. Then scan extra installation media, we will go with no. Then continue. For device archive mirror country, we will select United States and continue. For Debian archive mirror, tap Debian off and continue. Configure proprietary context, we will go with no, then continue. Then choose software to install. Basically, we will choose Debian desktop environment, GNOME, standard system utilized and continue. Then for the install the zero bootloader to your primary device, we will select yes and continue. For device for bootloader installation, we will select Dev Acida and continue. The installation for Debian successfully completed. After we finish the installation, we will select continue to reboot. After finally install the Debian, the main screen will appear. After we click the username, will pop up with the password. We ask for the password. After we log in using the password that we set previous, we will give the home page. Okay, now I'm going to explain how to use PT or window command prompt to application to login using SSH. Debian terminal. First, on the terminal, need to install SSH. For that, first we use sroot. Then we enter the coding pbd install SSH. After that, don't forget to enable the start service. The start service sudo service SSH enable. After that, the service must be active. Sudo service SSH status.
And I'm Keshintaran Nanalakival. My matrix number is on DT1F2025. So the following question is, test network communication and find either network communication breakdown happen. The fourth question is, create a backup script named backup.sh located in home directory, which will use tar with gzip comprehension to back up the files located inside /etc, including /etc itself and its subdirectories. The backup file is named using the pattern backup year month -day -hh -mms.tar.gs and should be put into the /backup directory. Schedule contract to run it every 2 minutes. So let's check the IP address for login via PuTTY and Windows command prompt. So the IP address for the hostname that we get is 192.168.59.34/24. So this is the hostname IP address of cache. So in PuTTY configuration, you have to enter the IP address of the hostname, which is 192.168.59.34. And the port number is 22. The connection type is SSH Telnet. And then once you have done it, you have to save and open the PuTTY. So once you open the PuTTY, you will direct it to this page, which is login as. So I log in as cache. So I've entered the password for cache. So once you enter the password for cache, the PuTTY will show this thing. So from here, you can know that the PuTTY configuration is successful. So we do the same thing in command prompt. Enter SSH username at IP at. We should get this exactly as in PuTTY configuration. So here's I have entered the command, which is SSH cache at 192.168.59.34. So once you have done that, you will get the exactly same thing as in the PuTTY. Then we try to ping the IP that we get using domain and to the public IP. So we ping it using the IP we get, which is ping 192.168.59.34. So the ping is successful. And then you will do the exactly same ping with the public IP, which is ping 8.8.8.8. So the ping is successful, as you can see. Then the fourth question, the last question is, create a backup script named backup.sh located in home directory. So here we must create backup directory. So the command is sudo mkdir/backup. And then next, the next comment is nano backup.sh. So once you click ls, you can see that the backup.sh has been created. So the next step is to schedule the backup script to run every 2 minutes using contrapt. Follow the following steps, which is open the contrapt editor by typing contrapt-e. Also, you are suggested to do this in root. So the command is su root, and then you enter the password. After you enter the password, you will click ls. So in the ls, you can see that the backup.sh is there. So after that, you have to put the command of contrapt-e. After you enter the command, you will bring to this page, which is add the following line to the end of the file. So the command is */2 /bin/bash/home/cache/backup.sh. So to verify that the backup script is scheduled to every 2 minutes, you can view the content to the contrapt file by typing contrapt-i. So once you type the command, you will see this page. So to verify that the backup file has been created with the correct file name, you can use the ls-1/backup command in the terminal. This will list all the files in the backup directory. Look for the file with the name starts with backup- and ends with .tar.js. So the output should include the file name and the date and time it was created. So here you can see I've entered the command, which is ls-i/backup. So this is the file that has been created. So the file has been created on December 9. So and the following thing you have to do is, if you want to check the context of the backup file, you can use the tar command to extract the file from the archive. Type the following command tar-zx-vf/backup/backup-yymmdd-hhmmss.tar.gs. Replace yymmdd-hhmmss with the actual timestamp of the backup file. These will extract the contents of the backup file to the current directory. You can then check the extracted file to verify that the backup was successful. So the command is tar-zxvf/backup/backup 2023 1210-001.001.tar.gs. Then after you typing that command, you will see these configurations. So from here, you can see that the backup was successful. So this is all from me. Thank you.